So every once in a while, something amazing comes along, and I literally just have to just applaud the creativity and the marketing. This is one of those moments because I wake up this morning and I'm bombarded with messages from the public and the patrons saying, "Rudy, did you hear about the 36 planeswalkers? Did you hear about what's going on? Did you hear there's going to be 36 planeswalkers in a set? They're going to be in every pack. This is crazy. Is this true? They confirmed it's true. What are you? Oh my, it's ingenious. This is ingenious marketing. It's not very often that I literally want to give Watsy a hug, but oh my God, that is amazing. I'm envious. Lava Claw Reach Around, Stirring Wildwood, Foil Lighthouse. It is amazing. And I'm telling you guys, so everybody wanted me to talk about it. So let's go into this type of thing. For those of you with no attention spans, first of all, it's a genius. Second of all, it's going to dilute the brand. Third of all, it's a great way to replace the Shockland Fetchland slot. So there you go. So now let's break each spot down. First, Rudy, what do you think this really means? Are we going to have a 36 mythics? No. So for those of you who weren't around in the past, and you're not aware of this, remember, years ago, when Planeswalkers first came out, they were at the rare slot, not the mythic. There were not mythics in the history of Magic the Gathering. The mythic rarity slot was created in more modern times, in the last, 5 to 6 years or something like that? 7 years? When was it created? 09? Was the mythic slot? I don't remember what it was. And that was when, Watsy's staff and the professionals in the Ivory Tower stated that the uniqueness and the power level of a Planeswalker makes all Planeswalkers deserve to be in the mythic slot because of the game-changing mechanics. I get it. Makes sense. Can't disagree with it. So, that brings us to the next point. Obviously, they're not going to have 36 mythic Planeswalkers in a standard booster. It's not going to happen. You can't have 36 mythics in a set with a regular standard set. If a regular standard set has 15 mythics, I would assume maybe 5 of the 15, could be wrong, are probably going to be Planeswalkers. Maybe 10, I don't know. The rest of them are going to be different rarities. So, that brings me to the next point. Obviously, this is going to dilute the brand of Planeswalkers. Now, there are people out there who collect and invest and try to flip Planeswalkers because of the unique nature, they're into that kind of thing. I'm going to be honest, it's going to dilute the brand and the value of all Planeswalkers. People ask me, Rudy, how is this going to be done? I don't understand. How are they going to distribute and do this? Is it going to be an additional card in the pack? No, look. It's going to be the same thing as Shadows Innistrad. You had the rare mythic slot, and behind it you had kind of the flip card slot. It's going to be the same thing as what else? Conspiracy. You have the Conspiracy card in the back, which could be a common, uncommon, rare, or mythic. It's going to be the same type of thing, where there's going to be an extra slot behind the rare that will have different degrees of value. Even Dragon's Maze. We have the Guild Gates. Sometimes you have a Shockland from RTR Gatecrash. Sometimes you have the infamous Maze's End that was in that back slot. So that's all this is going to be. It's engineerable. It's been done in the past. And this is the kind of design I expect for War of the Spark. So, what does this mean? It means the set is going to sell great. And it means that the average player is just going to say, oh my God, 36 Planeswalkers? I can get a pack? I can get 36 Planeswalkers by buying one booster box? Are you serious? That's what it's going to mean. That's all it's going to mean. And that's genius marketing. Guys, whether you like it or you hate it or you love it or not, you got to acknowledge that is impressive, everybody. That well done. Because think about it. In the Ixalan, Rivals of Ixalan, the flip cards were supposed to be like a lottery card, the fancy back with the treasure map type of card frame, and they pulled it. And it hurt the sales of the Ixalan block. Before that, Kaladesh Aether, then after that you had Amonkhet and Hour. These all had lottery cards. BFZ and Oath. These helped push the set. It helped it do well. Everything sold great. Record-breaking sales. Now, when Ravnica came out, we had no lottery cards, but they slipped in the Shocklands. That sold the set. There has to be something in every standard block as the front line selling pitch. In War of the Spark, we now know what the selling pitch is going to be. If you haven't also noticed, in the last 30 days, cons, fetch lands, have skyrocketed. All-time highs. Booster boxes of cons are heading to $200 plus. I'm telling you. Why? Because now we know fetch lands even the ally fetch lands, not even enemies Zendikar ones, they're pretty much never going to be reprinted in a regular set. They're saving things like fetch lands for specialty sets. Ugh, I can't even talk. Allergies driving me crazy. So with that being said, the fetch lands jumped in price. It also is getting everybody hyped up to buy the new War of the Sparks set, to buy Modern Horizons. It's getting everybody in the zone. And this is ingenious marketing, everybody. How can you guys just not be impressed by it? No matter how you feel about it, even if you open a pack and you just get a rare or an uncommon Planeswalker, the marketing is amazing. And that's something we all have to give Wizards of the Coast credit for. No matter how much you love or hate Wizards of the Coast, I mean, you gotta give them credit. These are the moments I'm proud to see them innovate and try something different, to change course, to really try to shake things up. And they're doing it. And it's gonna sell well. This alone is going to boost the sales to record-breaking sales. I promise you all, this move, even if half the Planeswalkers suck, even if there's a crappy common Planeswalker, some uncommon Planeswalkers, and the good ones are all the mythics or the rare Planeswalkers, it's going to sell. The concept will sell. And that's really all that matters. I mean, because there's people out there who collect all Planeswalkers, all versions of things. They collect land. They collect every version of land, every versions of mythics. There's people who do that. And this is... So, moving on. I want to get to the final caveat of this whole video here. And that is the risk long-term of devaluing the brand, the image of a Planeswalker card. Because by having a Planeswalker in every pack, moving forward, all Planeswalkers will be looked at differently. I understand these are 36 new Planeswalkers with new mechanics, but moving forward, people aren't going to... See, now, when people get a Planeswalker, whoa, that's a mythic! Whoa, a foil Planeswalker! It is a very special occasion. Now, when you remove that, it's going to change the perception of that type of Magic card moving forward. And by change, I mean it's going to dilute the value. It's going to make it less exciting. It's going to make it less special. And this is the kind of thing that... What's a good example? This is the kind of thing that happened with lottery cards. Because in the original Battle for Zen Oath of the Gatewatch, these lottery cards, people were like, oh my god, lottery card. People went crazy for the expeditions. I went crazy for the BFZ Oath of the Gatewatch expeditions. Then Kaladesh, they announced, moving forward, all sets, lottery cards. And everybody goes, whoa, wait a minute. They're going to be in every set? Oh, okay. And then all of a sudden, everybody just backed up, like me. Now, I have to admit, Kaladesh Aether Inventions masterpieces are beautiful cards, though. And then it just went straight downhill to dog crap when we hit the Amonkhet Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And then they said, well, we better stop making them. And it's like, really? You make them crappy, everybody complains, you stop. Instead of fixing the problem, you just remove it. Let's just remove it like core sets. Bring core sets back! Get rid of dual decks. Nobody wants those. Get rid of From the Vaults. Nobody wants those. Or you could just fix the effing product. You could just put better cards in there so people are excited to buy the product. So that's what I think about this War of the Spark thing. That's what I think about 36 Planeswalkers in 36-pack booster box. And by the way, I'm not sure how they're really going to distribute this to make it work. But I think there could be some other kind of tricks up the sleeve where we have there was a rumor going around, so as you stayed to the end of the video, that there's some of these Planeswalkers, not only were they going to be rares or mythics, but they were going to be alternate versions. Like a lottery card, full art, box topper type versions. There were some rumors swirling about that. The 2 or 3 people who sent me screenshots about that. Personally, I didn't really believe it. They looked kind of shady. I couldn't quite back it up or confirm everything. And the other people who I asked about, each one had a different story. Therefore, there was no validity to what the individuals were saying, but I at least want to state it in a video that some people had brought up to me some possibility of some alternate art like the Kaya Planeswalker and Conspiracy 2, the Ghost Foil. So that's all I have. Tell me, are you guys excited about that? Is everybody else freaking out, just throwing taking your clothes off and just throwing all your money at your computer monitor? I don't know. I think it's a great marketing, but I'm just genuinely concerned about the dilution of the Planeswalker mechanic and the card moving forward, because you're going to see so many of them. It just removes all specialty and excitement of actually getting a card like this. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think.